guys, long time no see. Today I thought I would come back and record a video with Switch sounds, the Nintendo Switch. The only consistent thing in my life is I'm a sucker for Pokemon. So if you keep up with Nintendo, you can probably guess what game I'm playing. It is Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which is the new kind of spin-off series they just released. I picked up Let's Go Eevee because Pikachu is stupid. I'm just so sick of seeing it. I don't get why it's so special. It's overdone. But yeah, I've been playing it for like a day at this point. I think it's pretty good, honestly. I am such a sucker for Pokemon, like I said, that I went into this like expecting to hate it, and I still bought it, right? Like, that's how whipped I am. I literally bought a game thinking like, yep, I'm gonna hate this, but I gotta. Even for just like collection purposes, just to have it. But, color me pleasantly surprised. It's nice. It's really casual, really fun. It has been really easy to play, and it's like easy to pick up and play for a couple minutes. I mean, the game has actually been like, maybe some hardcore Pokemon fans out there will yell at me, but I think it's been like kind of hard, like Pokemon hard, not normal game hard, but like, yeah, I've lost some guys. I've had to think a little bit for once, which is refreshing. Let's see. Right now I'm just wandering around. I wish I had a capture card, but I do not make enough videos to warrant a purchase. A purchase like that. If you're a fan of the series, I think it's worth giving at least, a second look, because I initially I wrote it off, and I've really been enjoying it. It's definitely more focused towards like collectors. So if you like collecting Pokemon, I think it's a really fun game. The graphics are beautiful. The catching mechanic is fun. It's really nice to see everything in the overworld. Like, the models are beautiful. Everything's colorful, vibrant. The music is good. It's always good. It's just like one of those games that make me happy. Does everyone have a series like that? Where even the bad ones, they're just kind of like, I don't know, it's a good time. I feel like that's what all Sonic fans are. I've never played a Sonic game that I really enjoyed, but there are some die-hard fans there. I don't know, I feel like every series just has its addicts. They changed the capture mechanic. It's pretty fun. It is based off of the app Pokemon Go, which I do not play. It's just, I don't know. The places I've lived have never really been good for the game. It's like based on these Pokestops, and Pokemon will spawn in like, I don't even know, like well-known areas. I guess that's not it, but just like areas of importance or something. You know, like if there's a statue in your town, it's probably a Pokestop, and Pokemon will spawn there or something. But I've just found that everywhere I've lived has not been great for the game, and that's made it hard to play. So I don't play that. But this game is kind of like the console version of that game, like trying to cash in on all the people who play the app and get them to play a game like this by a Switch. You can actually send the Pokemon you capture in the app to this game, but I won't be using that feature. I even tried to use the app again after picking this game up, and it's just, I don't know, it's not worth the effort. Because it's like a lot about like walking and wandering around, and it's cool in concept, but it's difficult to schedule around for me, because it's not like, you know, if you live in a place where you can just get them on your daily commute, that's nice. But I would literally have to be like, yep, today I'm gonna go to the park and I'm gonna spend an hour catching Pokemon. So it's fun, but it's never something that I really feel like doing, so the app kinda has no novelty. I've seen some people who are like hardcore into that app. I was in California for Blizzcon. God, that's a whole nother thing. That was wild. But while I was there and like surrounded by all these gamers, you know, I think I'm pretty hardcore, but in that particular crowd, I was a scrub. These people know like where all these events are happening for Pokemon Go and these raids, and they're running around with other players like all over the city doing stuff. It's wild. I didn't know the app had that much depth, but apparently it does. I didn't really understand it, but it definitely seems like something that you can get into. But I guess that's something I can talk about that happened to me recently. That's fun. I went to Blizzcon and I met all my internet friends, which is like surreal. If you play games like I do, especially MMOs, you kind of have like, I don't know, your group of internet friends. I've known these people since, some of them since I was 13, and this is like 10 years ago. And I just met them, which is weird, someone being part of your life for so long, but never actually meeting them. But we bought tickets a while ago and decided this would be the year we go. And it was exhausting getting there. It's a long flight for me, and I was nervous. I never met any of these people like in person, but it was so fun. I really only like World of Warcraft and Heroes of the Storm. World of Warcraft has kind of fallen off for me. I haven't really enjoyed it in recent years, and especially now. But I think Heroes of the Storm is fun. It's like League, but for casuals like me, aka bads. But it's fine. So yeah, I went there, and it not only was that was like my first con, my first time in California. It was so fun. If it wasn't so expensive, I would go every year. This was something I saved for a long time. You know, something we really planned here. years in advance. They go every year, but they also live a lot closer, so it's not like a huge ordeal for them. Me, it's like hundreds of dollars. But let's see, what did I do there? I mean, first of all, I met everyone. It was incredible how easily our online relationship translated, into in-person. I thought it would be weird, and maybe we'd be awkward around each other, but that just wasn't true. It was so easy. It was literally just like talking to someone I had known for 10 years in real life. We rented a B&B, or we just got a B&B for 3 days. And it was like 8 people in it, and it had like 3 or 4 rooms. It was crowded, but we were all, all friends. And I even met some people that I really didn't know online either. Everyone was just so nice. It's really easy to get along because it's like you all already have this established common interest. Like, who's gonna be at BlizzCon if they hate Blizzard, right? Or like hate their games or don't game? I would venture that not a lot of people would go to a convention for a company if they don't enjoy that company. So you kind of, worst comes to worst, you have something easy to talk about. So I met everyone, got settled in the Airbnb, and then we went and got Korean barbecue. It was my first time getting good Korean barbecue, and it was delicious. I think we had a lot of, God, I'm gonna butcher this. I think it was bulgogi, 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 and a bunch of other stuff I forget. Those people, those friends I met up with, I am not a heavy drinker, but they can pack it away. Wow, I was impressed. It's a very party atmosphere, and let me tell you, a lot of nerds don't drink a lot, and they lose their minds when they're given the opportunity to really let go. I felt like a mama hen, or just their mother, because they would have so much alcohol and then just lose their mind, and I would have to babysit them because they're wandering around some foreign city, or the city they don't live in, just plastered. It was entertaining though. I think everyone got along a lot better after our first night, where we kind of got pretty drunk. That was like a recurring theme of BlizzCon. You get invited to all these after parties, and it really is kind of like a party scene. But everyone kind of lame too. I don't know how else to put it. Lame in an endearing and fun way, and one that I really, understand and connect with as a dweeb myself. But it's a lot more babysitting than I've ever had to do for any other party. People are just, they don't know their limits, and they're going crazy. Security guards at BlizzCon pulling people left and right because they're just like wasted. And I believe weed is legal in California, so there were a lot of people getting high for the first time. It was just like a bloodbath. But let's see. Enough about all that. It was just funny to me, but it's not really an interesting story if you weren't there. The first day, let's see. The opening ceremony was like meh. disappointing what they announced. They're kind of doing like a shift into mobile games, which aren't very popular, especially with the audience that would pay money to be at a convention. Those people tend to have PCs and enjoy gaming on more than just their phone. But that was still really fun. And then after that, I went around collecting like posters. You would like play a game, beat a challenge, and get a poster. I felt really bad because they don't like split you up by skill level. So I met this. Oh my god, I feel terrible just thinking about this. But I was playing Heroes of the Storm, which is like the one Blizzard game I'm good at. And the other team was actual children. Like, it was like a mom, a dad, and then their 3 kids, which looked like they couldn't have been older than 10. Versus like me and my crew, you know, people who play this game, people who understand this game, who are good at this game. Not pro, but definitely enough to beat some 10-year-olds. And they were excited, and they were like, they wanted to show off to their parents. They were just like, Mom, look how good I am at this character. Watch, I'm gonna destroy these people. And we decimated them, and like, I was holding back. Like, that sounds so cocky and whatever, but I wanted them to have a good time, so I tried to be really, like, I don't know. I tried to have good sportsmanship, but the people some of the people I were with did not agree with that sentiment and just crushed these kids. You did have to win to get the poster, so there was that, incentive to kind of try your hardest, but oh my god, too much. These poor kids. I wouldn't be surprised if they never played again. That was sad. But kind of is like a funny story. And then we got to watch the pros play, actual pros. And they don't play against 10-year-olds, believe it or not. So it's a real challenge. And I was in like one of the front rows. And I was actually on camera for a bit with my sign. You really have to like my sign makes no sense to anyone but me and everyone in my immediate group. But it said, Janie's gonna get it. Because in our group, anyone who plays the character Jaina Proudmoore is always just decimated. People will come out of a bush and destroy you, and you're always dead, and you're always getting killed. So it's the curse of Jaina Proudmoore, who we refer to as the wonderful Janie. So there I am, waving my sign because the pros picked Jaina Proudmoore, the queen, to go beat some bitches up. And there's me in the front row, like one of the front rows, waving my sign like crazy, like everyone else's sign is just like cheering for a team or whatever, and mine's like this 3rd grade drawing of Jaina Proudmoore exclaiming how she's gonna get it. Now, looking back on it, that sign must have looked so threatening, right? Because no one knows who Jaina is, or Janie. Her name is Jaina. They're not gonna put that together easily. So they probably think I'm hunting some woman at Blizzcon named Janie, and I'm gonna give it to her. Janie's gonna get it. Janie's gonna get it. That's what the sign said. My whole group was full of like little jokes like this, and we were just having the time of our life, but everyone around us probably thought we were nuts. So we did that. It was exhausting. We played Overwatch. I'm not good at Overwatch. I don't really remember it. You could play Warcraft 3. I don't really like Warcraft 3. But it was made fun by the people I was with. I don't know, it's just like such a nice energy, especially if you like gaming, can be kind of like looked down upon, or not something you want to tell everyone about yourself in your day-to-day life. I've found that, especially in like my professional life, it's not a positive quality, and I'm not necessarily ashamed of it, but it is frustrating sometimes not being able to share your hobby with people you spend a lot of time with. But at Blizzcon, you can just be as open about it as you want, 50% of the people feel like they're way nerdier than you, and I already feel like such a dweeb, it's crazy, it's so fun. So then we ended another night, and then it was the last day of BlizzCon. Destroyed more 10-year-olds. What else? Oh. I got to see Lindsay Sterling, who I am in love with. I literally had to like thug it out and go solo because everyone in my group was like, I want to see Hodor DJ. And I was like, I'm gonna go see Lindsay fucking Sterling. And they were like, oh, we gotta get season Hodor because that's where everyone's gonna go. Lindsay, who even is that? She plays like the violin. Who would see that? Well, apparently gamers have good taste because Lindsay shook the convention. There was no room. The convention is huge, and if you didn't get there early, you weren't gonna see Lindsay. Meanwhile, Hodor had plenty of room to see him. I think the people who own the convention center also kind of made a mistake estimating where people would go because they gave Hodor the bigger arena. And Lindsay was fucking killing it. She's so talented, and I don't know. It's just a unique sound. It was really a joy to see her live. I regret not going sooner and securing a spot in the front row, but at least I was allowed to see her, right? Like, wow, it was packed. So that basically was the end of that night. It's really funny seeing, like, I don't know, I don't really keep up with streamers or Twitch or anything, but they're like celebrities around BlizzCon. And it's like weird because it's not like, how do I explain this? Imagine like the pastiest, weirdest looking white boy you can picture, but he has a crowd of like 50 people around him because he's like a celebrity, right? Like, it's not like these super attractive actors or anything. It's like just average people, like sometimes I'd be just walking next to someone that someone would like scream and point and be like, oh my god. It's like, I don't know, Aspen Gold. He looked, I don't know. I did meet him in person. I do know who that is. It was fun. It was a fun time. It's just weird, like just random people being celebrities. They're just like, I don't know. They look so average, so normal. I could have been a celebrity. Maybe they'll be shouting my ASMR channel at me next year if I go. My World of Warcraft ASMR influencer. But yeah, it was such a good time. I think it gave me like a lot of confidence because it's like, I always felt that, I have these internet friends, but they're not real friends. Or, maybe that's a little harsh, but they're not. I don't know. I guess that's what I mean. It was always tough to kind of refer to them as real friends or whatever. broke the seal, and now it's just like, they invite me to their house, and, come see me in LA sometime, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, it's like I made, like, 8 new friends, like, people I already knew, but actual, they're in my life now as a real person rather than some internet character. It was a lot of fun. If you can go to a convention like that, if you're interested, no matter what your hobby is, I think it's a really good time. I would definitely do it again. I have accomplished nothing in my game, by the way. I kind of just started thinking about Blizzcon instead, obviously. Just tap, tap, tap on my Switch. I don't have any nails. Save my game. This kind of started as like a controller sounds video, but it definitely ended up a whisper ramble. The Switch was a little more quiet than I had hoped, and I have to have a very weird setup and stay a little more still. I'm battling a lot of things here. My home is noisy. The pipes are noisy. My chair is noisy. And most of all, my computer is noisy. So, yeah. I have to like turn the gain down, and sometimes it can be hard to pick up more subtle sounds like the Switch. Maybe if I could figure out how to edit out background noise, consistent white noise like my computer, I could turn the gain back up, but until then, I gotta keep it kind of low. But I think that's gonna be the end of this video. I plan on posting a little more regularly, but I don't ever think I'll be a channel with a consistent upload schedule, which is fine for me. I'm not trying to like make it big or whatever. I just enjoy ASMR a lot, and if I can relax someone else, that makes me happy. So that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you for listening, and sweet dreams.